And we take this opportunity to congratulate them for this achievement. Congratulations, City. Under our joint program, we have several ongoing initiatives, and in 2021, we added one more interesting initiative, and that is to invite senior exponents, gurus, to conduct online workshop on practice-based subjects. In December, we started off with a workshop on Laytal aspect by Pandit Suresh Talwalkarji. In February 2022, we had a second workshop on the aspect of Nada Sadhana by Drupad exponent Shri Uday Bhavalkarji, which was focused mainly on the voice Nada Sadhana. Carrying this series forward, today we are very pleased to have deliberations on understanding the intricacies of exploring Bandish. As students of classical music, we all know how to interpret it, how important it is to interpret it, to understand the various modalities that could be adopted in the exploration of a Bandish. And I'm sure that all of you also know that this concept is also applicable to other types of music. And today we hope to have that glimpses too from Ajoy. We are extremely privileged friends to have with us Pandit Ajoy Chakraborty ji, who is well known not only as a multifaceted performer of classical, semi-classical, also light music, Rabindra Sangeet, I mean, you name and Dada is there, but also he is a guru par excellence, training hundreds of students all over the globe from the age of 3. And this is very important for us to note that a guru's perspective plus a performer's perspective on Bandish, what could it be? We are all very intrigued to know that. Panditji, we are indeed grateful to you for accepting our invitation to conduct this online session. Supporting him on Tabla is Shri Yashwant Vaishnav. And on Tanpura, we have Panditji's student, Meher Paralikar. The presentation, friend, is about 60 minutes. Thereafter, Panditji will take up questions from the participants. So, during the session itself, you can start posting your questions which in the chat box, which we will come back and take after 60 minutes. Over to you, Panditji.
Namaskar. Thank you, Dr. Rao. Actually, I am grateful to not only you, to NCPA for conceiving this kind of unique conception of having workshop, seminars, interaction with the interested listeners and students all over the world. And it's a blessings in disguise that COVID has taught us so many things. One unique thing, good thing, is to learn that how we can connect people from all over the world. And it's really a great opportunity to share my experience of last 65 years of learning. And Bandish, the subject, is very, very important nowadays, because we know that come to the sum, that means the first beat is our goal to learn a Bandish. 1 or 2 times we sing it, and then we go to the ornamentation part. But the tradition of our Indian Raga music is not like that. उस्ताद लोग बहुत seriously Bandish को देखते थे. They used to learn this Bandish and sing one Bandish at least for 500 to 1,000 times. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. 500 to 1,000 times one Bandish needs to practice. It's very necessary to not only learn the tuning or read the lyric. Reading the lyric and singing it on tune is not a Bandish. Bandish is bondage, responsibility of having my son, my daughter, like that. One Bandish is like that, to nurture it, to develop it, how to learn how to love it, how to share with it my thoughts, and how to reciprocate with the composition. And a whole sky is there in our mind to create. One Bandish is taught by the Guru. But when we sing that, it's my Bandish. It's my responsibility to love it, to practice it, to develop it, and to know how within the cycle, framed cycle, we make this composition so easily presentable. Not that coming back to the sum, and before sum we are having very care that how can I come to the sum. That is not the goal. Ultimate goal is to project the rag, but to project the meaning and feeling inside the lyric. When the Bandish word comes in vocal music, Bandish means a composed song. A composed song. If it is a Bollywood film song, it's just a song composed and presented according to the need of the film and the character who is performing that song. But in Raga music also, these bandishes are living. Like if I sing, मेरे मन में बसो राम अविराम पूरन हो सब काम. Hey Ram, please come to me and please always stay in my inner heart. मेरे मन में बसो Ram, please come and stay there forever. Puran ho sab kam. When you will come and when you will bless me, everything will be automatically done in my life. I will get everything in my life. Bhagat vachal dukha bhanjana sukhadayaka. You are always taking care of the bhakat, the worshipper. Bhakat vachal dukha bhanjana sukhadayaka mangal vidhayaka sabke palak punadham. See how beautifully the lyric is composed. This is a composition composed by my Guruji, Guru Gyan Prakash Ghosh, all-time great, one of the greatest composers of our country. Bhakata Bachala, Dukha Bhanjana, Sukhadayaka, Mangala Vidhayaka, Sabke Palaka Punadham, Mere Man mein baso Ram, Puran ho sab kam. This is not just some words and accommodating those words within the frame of 12 bits, ektal, bilambit ektal. No. The feeling should come, and that feeling only will touch the heart of the listeners. This is in Rag Bairagi. Normally we announce that we are going to sing Rag Bairagi. Yes, that is very applicable when you are playing instrument. You can say that I am playing Rag Bairagi. But when you are singing Rag Bairagi, that means you are singing a meaningful and thoughtful and exceptionally chosen words are taken to bring out the meaning and feeling of the composition and the mood of the rag. So, Bandish word in vocal music means very importantly the feeling and meaning and the explaining the inner feeling what the composer has composed. And I have one of the great young tabla players of our country, Yashwant. I'm so proud that he is playing exceptionally good, and he is there this morning. And my respect, my regards, my pranamas to all the music loving people all over the world. Actually, welcoming is not the appropriate word, I think. I think conveying respect, love, belief, and ultimately surrender to all of you as a part of Almighty. Please bless me. Please teach me all the good things which I still could not learn from this world. So, after this session, when you'll start asking, I learned so many things, and I'm waiting for that. And I will welcome most difficult questions. If you ask me, it will be more easier to learn something from all of you. And once again, I'm so grateful to NCPA. And I think the most respectable uh, institution in our country. So far, serious music, so far our country's very old heritage and culture is concerned, NCP is doing the most appropriate things, always in due course of time. They do everything, and particularly Dr. Rao, Dr. Suvarnalata Raoji, she is so serious about conceiving this kind of things. I'm not exaggerating. I have a great respect for this lady. Namaskar, Suvarnalata ji. And namaskar to all the technical members here. Without their cooperation and help, nothing could be done. So Rag Bairagi, and one of my right hand is sitting in my left side, Meher Paralikar. He is a future, one of the best classical vocalists. Future, he has started singing, but it will take some more time because at least 25 to 30 years is necessary to become a top level performance. Please bless him as well, Rag Bairagi. We know Rag Bairagi is Sa Komal Re Ma Pa Komal Re Sa. These are the notes used in Rag Bairagi. But this is lexical. You can write it. But Rag Bairagi you cannot write. It's Sa Re Ma Pa Ne Ne Sa Sa Ne Pa Ma Pa Ne Pa Ma Re Ma Re Ni Sa. This is non-lexical. You cannot write. And our music is non-lexical, and not only that, even deeper part, like you cannot never write ne ne ne. Intermediate frequencies we use like that. But our focus is not that part. Our focus is in Bandish. See, I am singing this Bandish in Ektal, 12 beats, slower tempo. 1, 1, 1, 1, and 2, 2, 2, 2, and 3, 3, 3, and 4, 4. Now, whenever the question of Bandish comes, first you will have to learn the tal. Without learning the tal, you cannot learn Bandish. So, I will believe that you know Bilambit Ektal, and you can read it, and read in correct tune also. Not only then 1, 2, 4 and then 2, 3, 4 and dha, ge, te, re. This is not tal. Tal should have the correct tuning also. Then, teke, then, tere ke te dha, dha ge te, tere ke te, teke tin, na, teke na, tete na, katin ta, teke tin ta, te dha ge te, tere ke te, then da te da te da, then. So the vocalist who is singing the Bandish must learn to read the theka with correct lay first. Then the question of Bandish will start coming. And totality of sound. So my Guruji used to say, and I also say all my students, that it's essential to learn tabla before you start singing. Without learning tabla, Bandish cannot have that spirit, that fragrance, that shades of colors. And not only that, the tabla player also should learn vocal music. Otherwise, great tabla accompaniment of vocal music can never be a successful performer. When he accompany, he will have to cope up with the vocalist and he will have to learn the raga and the typical meaning and feeling of the raga, which is very difficult. But to have a Ustad Bade Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab or Ustad Fayyaz Khan Sahab or Ustad Abdul Karim Khan Sahab, we shall have to learn this theka and the correct music of theka. So, Ustad Niyamat Ali Khan Sadarangji, a great composer, he used to say in Bilambit Bandish, मात्रे मात्रे पर लफ्ज बैठाइए सम लगे हरगिज. The sum should be presented in such a way that people will expect for that sum to come. And not only that, in between, full connection with the cycle of that tal, here ek tal, should be connected with each word. It should be connected. See, I'm trying to sing you because normally when I sing some composition, I practiced in my earlier life. Now I don't get that much time. At least 3,000 to 4,000 times each bandish I practiced. So I never failed to come to some like that, just like that. No, it is very, very well practiced and well seriously thought of. Mere mana mein bhar. So I was singing in lay, not mere mana mein bhar. Then the tabla player will not understand that which is the correct lay, which is the tempo I'm supposed to sing. So that Ustad Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab, Bade Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab also used to say, learn each bandish and sing with the proper tempo, proper lay. Mere ma, one beat. Mere mana mein bhar. So So this is, everybody will understand that this is a composed thing. So now if I start expunging, if I start actually developing the composition, that's also tal there. Na, na, kat, ta. It will never stop. I'm waiting for the bit to come to start the antara. Say for example, I'm not playing tabla, I'll keep in my hand. Bhakata bhajana dukha bhanjana sukhadayaka mangala vidayaka sabke palaka punadha So this should be the confidence of the performer. Bhakata bhajana dukha bhanjana sukhadayaka mangala सबके पालक पुनदाम मेरे मन में This confidence comes only if you sing the Bandish 1,000 times, another 1,000 times, in any rag. Say for example, Bhopali. I never had the time to practice, or lately you can ask any rag, if I know the rag, of course, not any rag. I can sing composition with 100% confidence because I have learned it. And you can also sing if you learn it and if you practice it. But if you don't just know the Bandish you have learned from Guru, you cannot do this. Bhopali. Bhopali is a rag, pentatonic rag, like Baidagi. But sa, shuddha re, shuddha ga, shuddha pa, shuddha dha, and sa dha pa, ga re, sa dha pa, ga re, pa re, ga, sa. Prabhu, you don't play. You listen to me that whether I am right or not. Prabhu Ranga सब बातन में मोहे लायक कीना प्रभु रंग। हाँ, प्रभु रंग भीना मोहे सब सुख दीना। हे प्रभु, ओ लॉर्ड, please give me all sorts of blessings, all sorts of happiness and joy in my life. प्रभु रंग भीना मोहे सब सुख दीना। दूध पूत, और भी कुछ दीजिए, please give me some more thing. What? दूध पूत, that means a good family. दूध means milk, पूत means son. So a good family, दूध पूत और अन धन लक्ष्मी. Lakshmi means the symbol of peace, calmness. And anadhana, anna means grains, rice, dhan means money. That means you give me all the good things possible in my life. दूध पूत और अनधन लक्ष्मी. Savarang, the composer's name, Ustad Bade Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab's nickname was Savarang. Savarang, सब बातन में, in everything, मोहे लायक कीना. Please make me qualified to have all these things which I can have through my hard work, my sincerity. That is a prayer. And Indian Raga music is mostly spiritual, and most of the traditional songs are spiritually enhanced. All surrender. Everything is you. In Sanskrit, there is a shlok called Samudro hi taranga, kachana samudro na taranga. That means the waves always comes from the sea. From the wave, sea is not made. समुद्र है तो तरंग है. तरंग से समुद्र का पैदा नहीं होता, समुद्र से तरंग पैदा होता. So if you are there, I am there. If I am not, I am there, you are not there. You may not there. Of course you are always there. But तुम सब कुछ हो. मैं तो तुम्हारा नौकर हूँ, मैं तुम्हारा सेवक हूँ. This is the basic thing what Indian philosophy always expressed. Guru is the ultimate, and student is nothing but his servant. I want to serve. And not only that, in any rag, if you serve the raga, raga gives you more space to move. Like all the common ragas even. Say for example, I was singing Bairagi. In Bairagi, I'm singing some very, very exceptional phrases like normally these phrases are not sung or played. Re mani re, re mani pani sama re sani pama ni re pani re ni re re. These are Vairagi, but not taught or learned. Of course, Guru is the ultimate, but what he has given, he has shown us that this is the way you move. And when you move, you can find some beautiful flowers, a beautiful ocean to see, a beautiful sky, a beautiful tree to see. So those things you will have to create. Mere मन में, मेरे मन में क्या है? राम 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 बसो मन में. राम मन में राम बसो, बसो मन में राम, पूरन हो, पूरन हो सब काम. So these are also Bandish, not pointed with each bit, but this is also all the phrases with proper meaning and feeling. If you explain, if you can perform, so all the small presentation, they are also Bandish, because it's bondage. Bondage means lot of love and belief and respect and surrender. So this was Bandish of a Bilambit Khyal. Now I'll ask Meher to sing one Tintal or Ektal Bandish in Bairagi. Do you know Ektal Bandish? Bar bar har gaji. अच्छा, कौन सा जानते हो?
सूर.
अच्छा, सूर सूर से साध रे दाना दिन दिन दा दिन दिन ना दादक धागे ना दिन ना दक दिन ना धागे ना दिन दिन ना दक देना के धागे ना. So this music is very necessary to learn Bandish. दादक धागे ना दिन धागे दिन दा दिन दिन ना. हाँ, इसको बंद करो. Keep it in your life. Then, na, then, da. It will never stop. It will be there. Sur sur se sadhane,
रसिक सुर सुर से साधने, रसिक सुर सुर से साधने.
Sur se sadhane, sur se sadhane, sur se sadhane. Sur se sadhile rasik. Interested listener, you please try the composition in each note keeping perfection. Sur se sadhile, sur se sadhile, sur
se sadhile,
rasik sur शब्द सलोने
लय ताल सुरन सुर,
शब्द सलोने लय ताल, शब्द सलोने
लय ताल,
शब्द सलोने लय ताल, सुरन सुर
सुर से साधने.
हाँ, distribute the time according to हाँ, बंद मत करो, रखो, मत बजाओ, मगर keeping din din na, always da tik din na, tadha 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 din din na. Because I am keeping the cycle inside. That is the first thing to learn Bandish. Da tin tin na, कभी बंद नहीं होगा. बंद करके घर चले जाओ. You go back to home. Come back after half an hour. Lay will be there. Tin tin na. Din din na, din din na, din din na, din da, na din din da, da din din na, da din din na, da din din da, tik na din din na din din na din na din din na da din din, da da din na na din da na da din din da. That cycle should be there. Sadhe antara.
अमर कहत है गुनियन सोनित,
अमर कहत है गुनियन सोनित.
सोनित
साधतु विद्या
साधतु विद्या साधतु विद्या साधतु विद्या.
that you are asking Amar, that sadhatu vidya, you practice it. Nima bani sare nisa bani sadhatu vidya.
परे सारे निसा पनि मा पनि सा साधतु विद्या.
Bani sadhatu vidya.
नि सा रे मा परे रे मा पनि सा मा पनि सा रे साधतु विद्या.
देखो pani sa and sadhatu vidya. You are making the sa at sadhatu. Risa nisa pasadhatu vidya. This is called the grip on the bandish. Pani ma pani pasa pani sa ni sa pare ni sadhatu vidya.
मा पनि नि पा पनि नि साधतु विद्या. सूर से साध ले रसिक
सूर से साध ले रसिक शब्द चलो निलय लाल शब्द चलो निलय ताल सुर से साध ले सूर से साध ले सूर से साध ले.
रसिक सुर सुर.
And not only that, you must not look at your notebook. You can ask me that I am opening my notebook, but I am not saying it. Just for reference I have kept it. Sura se sadhale. And not only that, when you practice, you read it. Sura se sadhale, rasika sabda salone layatale, surane sura se sadhale, sura se sadhale, rasika sura se sadhale, rasika. Sura se sadhale, rasika sabda salone layatale, surane sura se sadhale, sura se sadhale, rasika sura se sadhale. In this context, I would like to say another thing, that the cycle is the most important, that whether it is moving in your mind or not. Taka din 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 na na din din na. Na din din na 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 din din na da. And this time management, whatever you do in your life, what kind of job, but the time management is the most important thing. For a CEO of any company, or for a person who is cleaning somebody's home, मौसी आके साफ करते हैं, टाइम मेंटेन करना पड़ता है. दिन 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 ना धा दिन दिन ना ता दिन दिन ना. So that time management is the most easy thing to learn time management through this bandish. Din din na din din na din din na da din din na din din na din din na din din na da din din da din din na din din da din din na da din din da din din na ta din din da din din na din na da. Sur. Not actually, I will have to explain almost all the forms. So now a question of Thumri, bandish in Thumri. So this is in Jat. Dha, terikete din, tik, dha, din, tik, ta, terikete din, tin, ta, tik, dha, din, tik. So now the lay I will take little more slower, and more slower you take the lay, it becomes little more difficult to remember, because maintaining the lay. That day, one of the famous tabla player, Pandit Suresh Talwalkar ji, was saying that lay is the Tanpura of tal. Lay, that means tempo, is the tambura of tal. Tambura means this Tanpura. This is always making me conscious that your sa is sa. This sa only you can have the perfection with this tambura. This is Tanpura. This is original Tanpura, this is electronic. Sa. If sa is there, everything is correct. If dha, then. One thing I'll mention here, that we should learn what is one. One gives you the ultimate. Because one, how long one is? Till two comes, one is there. 1 second, 1 minute, 1 day, 1 year, 1 lifetime. We always mention one. But two comes and the tempo is fixed. If I say 1, 2, that means the tempo is fixed now. If I say 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the distance between 1 and 2, maintaining that perfect distance of each beat is the ultimate training. And there are tabla players also who don't care about this thing. They play exceptionally beautiful hands, style, practice, but maintaining that lay is the ultimate. So, concentration. Din din na da din din after dha, din na. That means the same thing, but timing is in between 1 and 2, maybe it's 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds. So this lay, we can take help from metronome, because in all the phones, handset, we have metronome. So the concerning students and the serious students, much they must keep that beat, sense of beat, very, very seriously maintained when they sing. So in Jat, say for example, the tempo is 1, 1, 1, 1 and 2. Now I am singing one composition in Raga, Mirabai ki Mallar, or Thumri in Mirabai ki Mallar. I think you will not find it because there is no Thumri composed in Mirabai ki Mallar. This is my composition, because I thought that some compositions should be very little exceptional, and especially for this seminar, I've kept it in my mind, because I try to keep some very special thing for NCPA, because NCPA is a very special place for me. Rag Mirabai ki Mallar, Badariya Ghiryai. This is my composition. This is my small notebook. Maybe 300-400 compositions I have already composed. Maybe in future Bandish festival I will also sing some Bandish of my composed things, if of course Dr. Rao accepts that. However, Badriya Ghiryai कारी घटा छाई मेरे मन में. मल्हार जो बरसात के राग है, उसमें ठुमरी गाना बहुत मुश्किल है, क्योंकि बारिश में तो it is always we find a description of rainy season. But see how I try to bring the season here. Badriya Ghiryai, कारी घटा छाई मेरे मन में. बिरहा जो मन में समाई, याद पिया की लाई. कैसे जीव, कैसे मिलन हो मनमोहन सो, सोच सोच अकुलाए. कि बारिश में कैसे मिलन होगा, क्योंकि ठुमरी is a composition which is day to day feeling से बनता है जो composition. तो बदरिया 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 छाए मेरे मन में बदरिया गिर आए कारे घटा छाए मेरे मन में बदरिया गिर आए. See the detailed of composition, how it comes to the sum, not maintaining the bit. Of course, the total cycle is completely visible when I'm singing this. Badariya, Badariya, ghir aaye काये घटा छाई मेरे मन में बदरिया गिरे
कारे घटा छाए मेरे मन में.
Actually, he doesn't sing this. So, total ghir aaye घटा गिर आई बदरिया
गिर
गिर आए गिर आए बदरिया गिर आए बदरिया So this cycle is going on in my mind. This is a Thumri composition. But another aspect of Bandish, say for example, one Bandish of Khayal, I'm singing it, maybe which rag? Actually, I don't know. Bolo, kaun sa rag? Any rag? Kalingra, okay? Also, you will not find Kalingra Bilmit composition anywhere. So, kaun sa bandish hai? Pagadharu, Pagadharu. No, ektal. And I will sing it in different tals. That's why. Pagadharu. गुणधर आए घर रिझाओ तुम्हें नमन कर और अच्छी तरह आना चाहिए क्योंकि you sang correct, come back to some correct, but the totality gune gunadhar aaye ghar rijau tohe naman Now this Bandish in Ektal. If you ask me, I can sing in Jhaptal. Then na te then na te then ak dhage na dhage te te then dhage na then dhage na dhage te then na te te then na dhage na then na te then oh pagadaro gune pagadaro gune pagadaro gune gunadhar aaye ghar to hai naman kar pagadaro gune gunadhar aaye ghar rijau to hai naman kar pagadaro japta और रूपक दिन ताते देखते दिन नाते दिन धागे न दिन धागे न दिन धागे न दिन धागे न दिन नाते धागे धागे न दिन न दिन ताते दिन धागे दिन ताते धागे न धागे धागे दिन धागे दिन धागे न धागे दिन न धागे धा Dati tin तारे देखे दिन दा ना हाँ इसमें हम गाएंगे पाग धरो धरो पाग धरो गुनी गुण धर आए घर पाग धरो गुनी गुण धर नमन कर पागधरो दब मद पद गाम पागधरो पदनि पदनि पद मद पद पागधरो 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 मद पद मप गम गा रि ग म पद पद म पद नि स प स नि ध पद मद पद मप गम पागधरो 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 गुनी गुणधर आए घर पागधरो और एक ताल दिन दातक दुन्ना कत्ते दातक दुन्ना दिन सेम बंदिश पागधरो गुनी पागधरो गुनी गुणधर आए घर पागधरो गुनी गुणधर आए घर पागधरो गुनी पागधरो गुनी गुणधर आए घर पागधरो गुणधर आए घर पागधरो 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 गुनी गुणधर आए घर पागधरो पागधरो पागधरो. I can sing it. So these are classical rag based composition, and also there are hundreds and thousands of light music compositions those are also Bandish, but not composed in a particular raga. But any composition, any Bandish in India, which are immortal, like Tere mere milan ki rana, oh Tere mere milan ki, Tere mere milan ki, Tere mere milan ki rana, oh Tere mere milan ki. So these are also composition, and any immortal song must have some association with some ragas or other. और मधुबन में राधिका नाचे, नाचे रे नाचे, नाचे रे मधुबन में, मधुबन में राधिका, मधुबन में राधिका नाचे, नाचे रे नाचे रे नाचे, मधुबन में राधिका नाचे रे मधुबन में, गबजे गबनी दसारी मधुबन में राधिका नाचे, राधिका नाचे, राधिका नाचे. All the bandish, all the compositions, if you learn Indian raga music, you can sing any bandish. You can sing, you can compose any bandish. If I want to compose it in Rag Malkosh, Madhuban mein Radhika naache, Madhuban mein Radhika naache, Madhuban Radhika naache re, Madhuban mein Radhika naache re, Madhuban Radhika naache. Or say for example Bhairav, Dada Madhuban mein Radhika naache, Madhuban Radhika naache, ban mein Radhika naache re, Madhuban Radhika naache, Radhika naache, Radhika naache re. So this was a short example of Bandish, and now Dr. Rao will be there, and I don't know how many difficult questions are there, and I shall be able to answer them or not. I'm waiting for your blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajayda. I have no words to express what I'm feeling this moment. I've heard you not once, not twice, but many, many times. And every time I'm left dumbfounded and thinking about your amazing overall, overarching understanding about every aspect of music. And when we talk about Bandish, definitely the raga aspect, the tal aspect, and also the lyrics aspect. And today you brought it out so well. And I think it's an eye opener. Many people think that they understand the lyrics, but that's okay. But to understand with the seriousness that you explain, the complexity that you explain, to be able to understand the tal and the lay aspect, I think this is something, a big takeaway for a so-called vocalist who thinks that he has to only gain expertise in the voice. So thank you so much, Ajayda. I can't express my gratitude on behalf of NCPA. But let's take some interesting questions from people. Rajiv Patil ji पूछते हैं, is a Bandish monopoly of particular gharana? I hope that he's asking कि कोई भी बंदिश कोई भी घराने के हो सकती है क्या?
Bandish is not confined to any gharana or any style of singing. Bandish, just now I told that even Tere Mere Milan Ki Rehna or Madhuban mein Radhika, these are also Bandish. Bandish means composition which are composed keeping sometimes in a particular rag, sometimes not any particular, maintaining any particular rag. But composition means tal and lay will be married to the lyric, and then the music will be produced. That is called कि वो जो हमारा बच्चा होगा वो ताल लय के साथ सुर का जब बंधन होगा with the help of the lyric, that will be our child. That is the Bandish.
फिर निकुंज मोदी पूछते हैं, गुरुजी, while during exploration of Bandish, sometimes I forget rule of exploring. So what is the problem? Can you explain?
Most important thing is the tal and lay. Because in our system of learning, we never learn tal and lay before we start learning music. When we start learning music, the first comes Tanpura and sa, da, de, ga, ma, etc. But at the same time, we should learn the dha, din, na, din, da. This music is also equally important, if not more important. I give, if you ask me, out of 100, I will give 65 to 70 to the lay, and then 35 to 40 for the melody. Because if you want to serve biryani, you need a particular size of pot. Then only you can serve biryani. In a cup or a dish which you are presenting for a cup of tea, that dish is not applicable for presenting biryani. Or if you want to have, if you want to serve tea, you cannot have a balti to serve tea. So the pot is the denomination, the measurement in which we are going to serve the subject. So if the music is biryani, the cycle of tal is the pot, dish you are presenting with.
Now there are two questions on tans which I would like to take together, pose to you together. Sandeep Niyogi ji पूछते हैं, in preliminary stages, how can we practice non-stop tans in any rag? And then there is an anonymous question from someone, is anonymous but on tans. It says, how do we really put expressions while singing Vistar or Tan?
Vistar or Tan, these are not the questions relevant to Bandish, but still basic practice of palta and alankar. Like sarega ga rega mama gama papa mapa dada, sarega ga pa da ni ni rega mama da ni sa sa, dasa ni pani da mapa gapa ma gama ga rega sama gama repa mapa gada pada mani da ni sarega sa rega ma gama pa gama pada. These paltas are very responsible to make a complete tan. A long tan needs at least 4 to 5 designs of palta, arohi and avarohi, and arohi avarohi based palta. Like saregama maga reza pada nisa sa ni da pa, this is arohi and avarohi based. Sama gama ma sare sare pa ma pa pa rega rega da pa da tha gama ga. These are arohi and avarohi. But sarega ga rega mama gama pa pa, these are very common. Sa ni da pa pa da pa mama. According to Rag, Saga Mama Gama Dada Madani Ni Dani Sasa Malkos. But Sare Mama Rema Papa Mapa Ni Pani Sasa Beregi. But Sama Rema Sare Mapa Repa Mapa Rema Pani Mani Pani Mapa Nisa Pasa Nisa Pani Sare. If you continue one palta, it mostly a board presentation. Sama Rema Sare Mapa Ni Mapa Ni Pama De Sama Ni Pani Mapa Ni Sare Rema Pa Re Sa Ni Da Pa. Sari pa ma pa re sa ni sa pa ni pa sa ma pa ni pa sa ni pa ni ma pa ni pa ma de sa. Like that, you will have to practice a lot of palta and non-stop paltas and akar also. Sare ma pa ni ni.
Rema pa ni sa sa.
Sare ma pa ni ni a.
Ah.
Rema pa ni sa sa.
Ah.
Sare rema.
ah,
This is like that. Sazare ma ba. Like that. So tan is a different subject. That is also composition, but that needs some design, some particular palta means same design from different note. Saga rega saregama, saga rega saregama, saga rega saregama, saga rega saregama, saga rega saregama. Everything is saga rega saregama. But saga rega saregama, rema gama, rega mapa. Re, from re, if you sing the same palta from as you are singing from sa, it becomes palta. Sarega, 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 sarega. This is very easy. Sarega, 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 sarega. Sanida, 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 sanida. Like that.
Amazing. So, friends, we will definitely have our next workshop on this subject. I know all of you will enjoy. Umakant Chaube ji पूछते हैं, it is said that rag is expressed through bandishes. Does it mean that rags are abstract, but bandishes give it a shape?
To some extent, yes. Ragas has got their appearance in your mind. And Bandish is the expression of somebody's mind which is coming through some words. Because rag is there in our mind. As we take the name, it comes. But the Bandish is a composition which expresses somebody's mind, what he thought, that should be well fitted in the particular rag, then only the Bandish is a successful Bandish. If I sing a Bhairo rag and sing Gori Tumhare Naina Kajrare, Kajra Bina Kare, ये बंदिश भैरव में अच्छा नहीं लगता. सुबह उठ के कोई अगर गोरी तुम्हारे नैना कजरारे गाए तो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. जागो मोहन प्यारे, सांवरी सूरत मोरे मन भावे, सुंदर लाल हमारे, it fits in more. And Bandish gives, and Bandish is composed only through the phrases of a particular raga. All the phrases are accommodated and accumulated and presented through a Bandish. So Bandish, rag-wise and tal-wise, unique contribution of our country, Bandish.
I think there was an earlier question about Gharana and Bandish. Now Anita Patil ji पूछती है, can one Bandish be sung in two different rags? I think you already
I have
sang just now,
already
Madhupana. Yeah.
presented
So
this.
it means that it doesn't belong to a rag or doesn't belong to a
No.
Gharana.
You are correct.
Yes, it is a freewheeling spirit.
You are correct.
Yes. So then we have some feedback from somebody who says, this is a question, I'm sorry. How to show difference clearly between Sohani Marwa, Gujri Todi and Miyaki Todi? I think they mean through Bandish is what I am supposing.
Actually, these are related to raga.
Yes.
Those things takes time, and this is very interesting questions and very easy to answer. But this is not the time that I should concentrate because
Right, you are right. So Archie Banerjee पूछती है, how does the theka of tal depend on the Bandish or vice versa?
Theka means the complement of time. Then na na din na da din na dik din na din na. So ठेका जो है वो भी एक बंदिश की तरह है. केवल ठेका किताब में लिखा है, everything you will find in writing, धा धिन धिन धा धिन धिन धा ना तिन तिन ना तिट धिन धिन धा. It never being played on tabla, because the problem in our country that the musicologists who have written the books never played tabla, and the great tabla players, they never wrote anything. So that is the gap where all the questions starts coming, because it should be, the cricket review should be written by Gavaskar and music review should be written by Ustad Badi Ghulam Ali Khan. Then only the correct thing can comes. But in our country, all the newspaper, you will find some new writers comes, new critics comes. They don't understand about music. And in cricket or football, it never happens, because they are very educated in their subject. But in our country, that is very missing in our country. However,
So Anushka Poddar ji पूछती है, what is the difference between tempo and lay?
tempo and lay is almost the same thing.
Exactly.
Tempo means the time between 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is the unit, but the distance between 1 and 2 determines the lay. Then, dhage. It can never be then dhage, terekete. It never be like that.
There are lots of questions on the voice, etc., which I am skipping because, as you know, it is not the subject today. I will post them to you. One girl is also asking, she's ready to shift to Kolkata, and will you accept her as your disciple? So all those questions we'll put personally to Panditji. There is some interesting question now. How to remember and develop and keep the cycle of a tal playing in our subconscious mind, as you are explaining.
If you have Tanpura, which normally nowadays nobody cares. Everybody is asking for electronic Tanpura. Electronic Tanpura will never gives you the quality of voice, because the timbre of the voice is made from Tanpura. तंबूरा गाने के साथ नहीं बजता है, गाने के साथ तंबूरा नहीं बजता है, तंबूरे से गाना तब गला का आवाज बनता है. You should know this very seriously, क्योंकि तंबूरा आवाज को बनाता है. So इसी तरह जो लय ताल है, उसको राइट हैंड में तंबूरा लिया तो ताल बाएं हाथ में देना है. When you are not playing Tanpura, you are developing your tal sense. You just look at your hand, left hand and right hand. Right hand is working and left hand is helping to bring out the sound. There are two postures, one sound and silent posture. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. This or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When it is faster, you don't need to keep the micro beats. But for slower beats, you will have to keep the micro beat. Bit and micro beat. Bit and micro beat. Bit and micro beat. Bit and micro beat. These beat and micro beat and their relationship should be practiced by every concerned students. Otherwise, if you don't keep tali khali and you don't look at your hands, how the works is reconfirming in your mind that yes, this thing is very necessary. Agar South में any Carnatic music, they practice this. But in our North Indian system, there is no system of developing this lay tal, which is very important. And I am really, again, I express my gratitude to keep this Bandish seminar where these things should be discussed and should be developed in the mind and heart of the students.
And I think again and again we have to do that so that finer aspects of all these comes out.
Yes.
There is also a related question from Purva. Matras of the tal are important and the bowls of the bandish often lie on the beats. But how can a vocalist make use of the silence between the matras?
When you are singing bandish, you keep the tal. And when you are singing the alapti, that means alap, then also you keep the tal. Like I'm telling you, then, dhage, tedekete, thun, na. Agar then, dhage, tedekete, thun, na. Kat, ta, dha ge te de ke te, then da, then ma pa ga, ma re re re, pa ma ne da ni pa, ga ma re re pa. So when I'm not maintaining the bits, but the time, you look at watch, now recent watch, the bigger clocks, you will find electronic clock like this, moving like this. That means those bits are not identified, but the time is there. And some watch are like hitting, and some watch are moving like this. So if both the watches are same, so you keep that time in your mind when you are singing anything, or not only that, when you are reading the newspaper, you keep the tali. आज ममता बनर्जी क्या किया, अच्छा मोदी जी कुछ वैक्सीनेशन के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, ये क्या था, नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये तो परसों टीवी में देखा है, नहीं देखा, अरे तुमको कुछ आता ही नहीं है, तुम टीवी नहीं देखते हो, क्या होता है. इस तरह प्रैक्टिस करना चाहिए. एवरीथिंग, when you read the newspaper, you keep the bit in your hands.
So it should go in your subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind, and that cycle is written in your mind and heart.
Then you are free actually.
Then you are free.
So अगला सवाल है आयशानी का, पूछती है राग भैरव और भैरव में are there विलंबित compositions?
This is hundreds of compositions are there, but this is not the time that I can ask. I'm sorry about that. Please excuse me. This is not the relevant thing, but Didi will take care that how I can come back, because I have all the answers with me. In due course of time, I'll come and do this.
Yeah, there is one more question like this which should not be taken now, but I'm mentioning anyway to understand what the students really are looking for. Bolte, what are the important phrases of ragas Bairagi, Bhupali, Mirabai ki Mallar, Kalingda, etc.? So this is not the forum, but we will keep it in mind, friends, certainly. Now there is one more question after which we could stop. How to develop an understanding of step-by-step unfoldment of the Bandish for the Vilambit and Madhya Lay?
Vilambit becomes little difficult because concentration level should be little more, because of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But Drut 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why film songs are so popular, because the lay is medium or medium fast. Not very fast. Very fast and very slow lay needs more practice. So very fast, you will never find any popular song composed in this kind of tempo. So Bilambit means same thing, 12 bits divided into 4 microbit, 1, 1, 1, 1, or 1, 1, 1 and 1. This 1 bit is little difficult for beginner student, because this concentration level fails. So from medium pace, 1, 2, 3, 4, you practice again and again and again, then 1, 2, 3, 4, little slower, then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how we should practice slower and fast lay.
So I think I'm going to end on a note which is a feedback shared by Rishikesh Chakraborty, which is very, what shall I say, take away home. Ajoy da likhte hai ki I am just flabbergasted on the fact how humble one has to be to attain such a purity and stability. I feel blessed. And I think the person sitting before us, Ajoy, is a prime example, and that's why our friend has noted this, that higher you climb, you don't look down, but do look down upon others, but you say, remain humble and full of humility. Ajayda, that's something that we all need to learn from you. Thank you so much, friends, all of you. And I'm sure that you'll join us in giving a big hand to Ajayda and his team, also our team at NCPA. Thank you so much, all of you. Please, those questions which we could not take up today, we shall definitely post them to Ajayda. And I'm sure that in a due course of time, he shall definitely answer, reply to you, so as to, satisfy you. And please keep watching us, keep following us, NCPA. Thank you so much.
My pranamas to all of you. Thank you and namaskar, Didi, pranam.
Thank you, Dada.
And thank you very much, Yashwant and Meher. Thank you. Namaskar.